Hello, this is XP, and welcome again to an episode of Sample Diggy. Today, as you can see, we're getting a little better with the samples presentation, so let's get on to it. Look what we have here. Another sample from Quest Nutrition. You are on the quest, never stop. It's a nice black box. On the back of the box, it has a lot of saying on it. You say yes when others say no. You rise while others sleep. You are better today than you were yesterday. You do what others will not. You control your destiny. You are intense. You are obsessed. You are not normal. You are obsessed? Is that a healthy message that you want to put out there? Well, I'm going to go ahead and guess that this is a nutrition bar. But yeah, I guess these are great motivations if you need them. I don't want to say great. They're actually a little comical to me because I read them a little different than most people would. Like, you are intense. Like, what? What does that mean? How many ways can you take that? You are not normal. I mean, of course, everybody. Like, it's being not normal today, I guess. What people think they're not normal, but everybody thinks that they're not normal nowadays. And they're proud of that, including me. We all think that we are unique. We all would like to believe that we are unique, that we are not normal. The truth, however, seems to contradict that. Okay, so let's get to opening it. Now, my first impressions of it, though, is that I really like the box. I mean, even if you take this with a non-sarcastic or sarcastic tone, like I just did, it's still pretty cute. Got the little sayings on there trying to pump you up, motivate you. So maybe it's an energy bar. I mean, you know, if right before you start to exercise and, you know, lifting weights, or you don't feel like going on that jog or that walk, maybe you look at this box. No, you're not lazy. You're intense. And then you go for that walk. Alright, let's open this bad boy up without tearing it up. That's what I'm trying to do here. But it looks like I'm not going to have a choice unless I grab it too. Hey, hashtag on a quest. So that's what all that is. We're on a quest. Alright, so let's see what's in this bad boy. Actually, I like the presentation a lot. So, we have a Quest Nutrition pamphlet. Wow, it's a pretty long pamphlet. I can't get it all on the screen. As you can see, it's cooked clean with Quest. We love Quest bars because they're healthy, blah, 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 blah. Oh, wow, they're recipes. Maybe you have to... Oh, look, they're recipes that you can take them apart yourself. They have little perforations in them. That's actually pretty cool. Of course, I'm going to guess that they are all recipes that include their products, which would be normal and expected. Too bad they're a little bent right now. Setting a book or something heavy on top of them for a few days. Flatten them out. So let's see what we have here. We have the Quest recipe book. So what's in it? Recipe book / recipe cards. An ingredient for brownies. That actually looks a little good there. So it's a recipe for their bars. Okay. On the other side of that, we have cheesecake, which of course you use their products. A cheesecake Quest bar. Okay. That's a pretty nice presentation. Alright. We have a cinnamon roll, which you need 1 cinnamon roll Quest Nutrition bar, 1 tablespoon of vanilla or Greek yogurt, a few shakes of cinnamon, a cookie sheet, and a rolling pin. Yogurt on a candy bar sounds gross. I'm not a yogurt fan, that's probably why it sounds gross. Sandwich cookie looks good. What do you need? Of course, one of their chocolate brownie Quest bars. That looks pretty good. Coconut flour, vanilla whey protein. That actually looks okay. Okay. Wait, so are these not candy bars? They're like stuff that's, let's see. Candy bars, I said. You have a Quest tart mug cake, and you can share your own creations. And they'll feature, they exploit one of your, feature, like I said, one of your fan-made shared recipes with the world. That's a nice little touch. What's in the box? Ah, hey, surprise, surprise. We'll bring this back out here. We have chocolate chip cookie dough protein bar. It feels a little toffee-ish, I would say. Like really, like a giant Laffy Taffy. That's what it feels like in here. It feels like I can bend it, like make it wave around. But surprise, surprise, there's 2 candy bars in here. That was not cute. Oh, that looks good. cookies and cream. Can't wait to test that bad boy. And this again feels like another Laffy Taffy. A cold Laffy Taffy, I'd say that. It's a little stiff. 21 grams of protein. Alright, then we're back and let's see what we have in the box. That fell. More presentation. You know what? You can stay there for the rest of this. Free shipping on your first order. There's a little card there. There you go. You can use my code if you want to on a quest. The super secret bat code. And you just get stuff like lets you know that it's high in protein, low in carbs, zero junk, clean cooking. Make, shape, and bake your favorite Quest bars in the tasty creations. And they tantalize you with more yummy looking flavored bars. Of course, we have that one and this one in the review. I bet you that one would have been good. But actually, if I were to choose two, it might have been those two. So nice with the two that you sent. Alright, so I got that troublesome box once again. We're going to try it. Here comes the taste test. Actually, I'm a little excited about this one. Of course, having two samples in one, I almost feel like I should eat this alone. It's almost like they're promoting it as just ingredients for larger dishes. But since they are nutrition bars, no gluten containing ingredients, that on both of them. Yep, gluten-free, gluten-free. They both only have 1 gram of sugar. They tell you on the top of the bars. They both are high in fiber. 21 grams of protein, says both. No sugar added. It says that on both. So that's a plus. If you are looking to look for something healthy, I hope they're good. They sound good. Down here on the bottom left, you have only 3 grams of net carbs for both. They're both exactly the same as far as all of these. Oh, they have expiration dates. You can barely see it and make it out on there, but it definitely has an expiration date. 4/10/15. So that's April the 10th, 2015. This will go bad, along with a lot number and some other numbers on the bottom that I have no idea what they mean. And that's for the cookies and cream bar. But I don't see an expiration date for the chocolate chip bar. That's interesting. Alright, so let's get to the back. What do we see on the back of them? Serving size 1 bar, 60 grams. 190 calories. Calories from fat, 70. Fat, total fat, 8 grams, 12%. Saturated fat, 3 grams. Trans fat, 0. Cholesterol, 5 milligrams. Sodium, 280 milligrams. Potassium, 12 milligrams. No vitamin A, no vitamin C. Total carbs, 21 grams. Dietary fiber, 17 grams. 1 gram of sugar. 1 gram of erythritol. Am I saying that right? I've never seen that word before. Erythritol. Erythrophol? Is that a T? Erythritol. Alright. So, I'll go with that bastardized version until I learn how it's really pronounced. 10% calcium, 10% iron. And there we go. It's made in Cali, City of Industry. There's the phone number. Distributed by Quest Nutrition, LLC. There's the website, questnutrition.com. Well, let me take a taste test of it and then get back to how I feel about everything in general. So, move the box out the way. We are now at the taste test. Now, I'm going to ask you, viewer, to mentally look at the screen and tell me the one to taste. I'm going to astral project into your brain and pick the one that you want me to taste first. And you better know I can do this. I'm going to give you 7 seconds because 7 seconds is the astral time that is going to take for me to jump from my location into your brain and back here and then sort everything out. And I'm going to do this collectively. Alright, so we ready? I'm going to give you the countdown. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, so you want me to taste the chocolate chip cookie dough, do you? Well then, I think you made an excellent choice. We're going to try the cookie dough first, see how it tastes. Let's open it up and see how it looks. Alright, so what that looks like, it looks like Laffy Taffy if Laffy Taffy made cookies. That's exactly what it looks like, and that's exactly what it feels like. It's actually really funny. Yeah, it feels like cookie dough. Like, look, you could like make it wave. That's how soft it is. Oops, sorry for breaking it. It's a little cold, but still. But me, That's a plus because I like chewy things like this. I'm actually wondering how that's going to taste. I'm already thinking that it's going to taste a little good. It just looks kind of like cookie dough, chocolate chip, but with no sugar added, high protein and low carbs. I wonder how that's going to translate because that just looks like a big soft cookie slash Laffy Taffy. Taste test number 1. All right. Well, I'm going to have to say that was interesting with some chocolate chip in there. Taste number 2. All right. I'm going to go into taste test number 2. The cookies and cream, which is going to be dessert. That looks a little weird. It looks kind of like a granola bar made out of cookies, or maybe a granola bar mixed with cookies. But it still feels the same as the other one. Feels like a big Laffy Taffy. Looks like a Laffy Taffy. All right, taste test. All right. Well, that was interesting. Just to make sure test. All right, well, now that I've had both of them, let's go on to my amateur review of them. I just want to say overall, I am impressed by the taste of it because I am not a nutritional person, meaning I don't buy nutrition bars and stuff like that. And for somebody like me who doesn't eat the healthiest foods all the time, so I'm not like someone looking at it from that perspective. I'm just an average everyday person who likes to snack a lot, who likes to eat healthy sometimes, but it's not a priority. I mean, I grab a Dorito just like I'll grab some grapes, I'll grab an orange or a banana, or I'll grab some soda pop and a bag of candy. Like, you know what I mean? So that's where I'm coming from. I feel no guilt. So that's where I'm coming from. Let's get off to the presentation. The presentation, out of a 1 to 10, I'm going to give them an 8. So I really like this box. I mean, right before you even get into the box, it could have just been a lot of self-promotion on the outside of the box. I mean, the box is pretty thick too. You could use this for other stuff. Especially give it to a child or something and put, like, you know, action figures that come with the guns and different little parts and accessories. This will be somewhere you can keep those accessories because it's pretty sturdy too. Like, it's not flimsy. It'll hold buttons and stuff if you like to sew. Little things like that. Shoot, pens, pencils, you know, stuff you put in junk drawers. Or a million other things. Shoot, be a remote holder. However sense that'll make. Yeah, that might not work out. Or maybe if you just had like 3 remotes on the table. No, I'm gonna lean back. Alright, never mind that idea. But yeah, you're more creative than me. You know, if you take a bunch of prescription medicine, you know, you stick those in there and it'll be a nice, one little nice thing. But anyway, there's 1,000 uses. My point is that you can reuse this and it's sturdy enough to where it'll last a while. I like that. And plus, you can take this little sticker off here and you'll just see a lot of motivational stuff. Hey, you never know. You might be having a bad day and this might just connect with you one day. It's like, you know what? This might be a crappy day, but let me change because I control my destiny. So in order for me to control my destiny, I must control what I'm thinking. And you can take it into a positive light like that. You know what I'm saying? Say yes when others say no. People tell you things that they think you can't do, or maybe because they're more experienced than you, they think they're smarter than you, or they tried it before and they've always come with this result. And you say, no, I'm going to try this because I know the result that I formed into my own head. And of course, I control my own destiny. So whatever, you know, you can use this as motivation. There's this little card, free shipping on your order. That's all that's for. I don't know why they wouldn't have put it on any of these. Maybe it's like an afterthought. It's like a business card too. Alright, and then you have them pretty much telling you what this stuff is. Looks like some kind of cooking show. Join Cassie Ho. Cassie the Ho Recipes. So join her and special guests every week at Alright, so she have a cooking show, I suppose. It's nice and glossy and it doesn't seem cheap. They have the cookbook / cooking cards, which was pretty cool. The wrapper doesn't look like something that I'd buy for this one, but this wrapper definitely looks appealing because it has the giant looking like an Oreo cookie. So that's very appealing, as this one doesn't really look like I'd buy it if it was in a store. This one, I would buy it if I didn't know they were nutrition bars. Other than that, they just seem professional, they don't seem cheap, and I'll give them that. Out of the presentation, I'll go ahead and give them an 8 out of 10 because of the box that you can reuse, because of the recipes. I mean, they could have just told you to go to a website for recipes or whatever, but no, they wanted you to see them live and in living color, so that was a nice touch. So you get an 8 out of 10 for that. And for the nice heavy box, of course, with the motivational quotes, was pretty cool. So I kind of like that, whether you want to use it or not. The professional look of the candy bar wrappers themselves, I really like, especially this one, because that looks really appealing right there. If I was in the middle of a store or a gas station and I saw that and it said protein bar and I was hungry and I just had to get something, because usually if I'm snacking somewhere and I see nutritional or protein or whatever on something like this, I'd avoid it. But if it was like on sale, then I would probably buy it, but probably not this one. If I've never, and this is coming from if I've never tasted them. Like I've never tasted these, I just walked in there and I've never heard of them. But I just saw the wrapper. Now I'd look at this and be like, I wouldn't even pay attention to this one. But this one might catch my eye, and that's why I'm saying that. And that's pre-taste testing them. Now the sample volume, like I've already gave the presentation an 8 for this, right? So onto the sample volume, I'm going to go ahead and give them, I mean, they couldn't do better, too much better. I'll give them a 10 for sample volume. I would have gave you an 8 if it was just one whole bar, but I did not expect 2 whole bars. I mean, that's pretty cool. Like, who samples that much? And they're 2 full bars, 2.12 ounces, both bars. So this is basically what you will get if you saw them at a store. So it's definitely a nice sample. And I taste tested both of them twice, and that only took maybe 1/4 or 1/3 of the candy bar. So that's actually a plus, and it's always nice to get a surprise like that. Now the description of them are that they're protein bars, you know, pretty much for people who are into looking for a snack but are into something high fiber. Maybe you're into people who look for no gluten things, which both of these are definitely having. Well, lacking, I should say, gluten-free. You're looking for snacks that are only 1 gram of sugar, 21 grams of protein, 3 grams of carbs. So if you're looking for a snack and you're one of those health-conscious people, this would be who that's for. Now, I think that they may be able to cross over a little bit. I'm going to get to the taste next. Now, when I get to the taste next and how it looks, now, the way that it looks, the bar itself is very appealing to me because, of course, it looks like candy to me. It looks like cookie version of Laffy Taffy, like I said before. How it tastes, how this one tastes, it tastes like a cookie. This actually tastes like a cookie. Out of a 1 to 10, a 7. If you gave me this without the wrapper and just told me to eat this cookie, you know, like if it was on a bunch of them on a platter with no wrapper, and I just picked it up and ate it, I would just think it was a cookie. I wouldn't think that it was anything nutritious. You know what I mean? Which is a plus for people like me that shies away from nutritious snacks because they usually taste like crap, and you know, at least that's how it is in our heads. So it's just kind of like, high fiber, huh? Gluten-free, that equals crap to people like me, or it equals it's gonna taste like crap, or it's gonna taste diet. But this actually just tastes like a cookie, which is a plus. So I'll give you a 7 for that because it doesn't taste like the best, but it tastes better than average, and plus that it's chewy. I have a thing for chewy cookies. I actually buy chewy cookies. I don't want to say any brands, but there's some certain brands that I buy that not specialize, but that come out with chewy versions of their cookies, and I always reach for them. So there that goes. My taste test for this one that looks more appealing is actually a 6, surprisingly. The chocolate chip cookie dough actually tastes better to me than the cookies and cream, which I did not expect. It looks good, you know what I mean? But this one looks better. This one, although the cookies and cream seems thicker, for some reason this tastes more healthy. Like this, if you just gave me this to eat and you didn't tell me that it was a nutrition bar, I probably would think it was a nutrition bar anyway. Unlike this one that I wouldn't. Not to say that there's anything wrong with that. I was just saying that I would probably guess that it was a nutrition bar. And plus, it tastes pretty good though, but still not as good as this one. But it's still a 6 out of a 10, so that's not bad. So I guess both of these are about 6.5 as far as taste, which isn't bad at all for someone who, like me, who doesn't get into nutrition bars and things like that. So that's my conclusion on what they taste like to me. The whole package, of course, the whole presentation, I think I remember I gave it an 8. And the taste I gave you for both of them, rounded out to 6.5 out of 10. Would I buy them? Probably not, unless they were on sale. That would be my thing. Like, now this is me saying this after I've tasted them. If I saw these on sale, I probably wouldn't buy them unless they were maybe buy one get one free or under $1. You know what I mean? Like 2 for $1, I might buy them if they were on a clearance rack. But I would not buy these, and I'm sorry that I say that. Now, if I was exercising, going on a trip where I wanted to lose a lot of weight and I just wanted to get real healthy for maybe a few months and just start getting into a health kick, I would remember tasting these and I would remember that they were okay. So I probably would buy them then, but as the person I am now, who just, you know, casually snacks on things, if I saw these in the supermarket or the store, I probably wouldn't buy it. But they're not bad tasting, it's just my personal preference. You might, because you're probably smarter and more healthy than I am. So my analysis of this is that it is a solid product. They should be proud of the way that it tastes. And for daily samples and freebies like this, please go to samplediggy.com. The link is in the description below. Please like the video, subscribe.